everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Renegade, and today we are going to be... Wow. Today we're going to be doing another Renn ranks, something that I just started last week, and you guys absolutely enjoyed it. I did not expect that video to blow up. I did not realize everyone was such Marvel Rivals fan. I really don't know if it did well because it was a smash or pass, or if it because it was a Marvel Rivals video, but nonetheless, I do appreciate the following. I appreciate the excitement for the series, and I'm glad you guys are liking it. It was one of those things where I plan on making it a little bit more of a scarce thing, kind of like my Renn rants. It's really whenever I feel like it, I'm going to make some. But since you guys really seem to enjoy it, and I actually had fun making it, I figured I'm going to try to make these once a week. Will that actually happen? I guess we'll see. But for right now, I'm going to aim to try to get these out on Mondays, whereas my gaming content, my funny gameplay is still going to be coming out on Thursdays. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for what you guys want me to rank, please do link them down below or comment them, really either or. I'm going to use Tier List Maker for most of these. They're not always going to be Smasher Passes. Today just happens to be another Smasher Pass, but it's going to be whatever I feel like ranking, whenever I feel like ranking stuff. So it might be food one day, it might be who knows what, movies, TV shows, I have no idea. Whatever you guys suggest, I'm going to try to do it. A lot of people wanted a Marvel Rivals women ranking, and we will be doing that. There's a little too many gooners right now, but we will be getting into that. I personally like men, however, we do have a lot of men in my gaming group, so I think we're going to get the boys together, and we're going to have a big group rank the Marvel Rival women. So, the Marvel Rivals women are going to be ranked by a big variety of people, so I can't wait to see how that goes. But yeah, today we're going to be ranking Valorant agents, specifically Valorant men, because I love Valorant. I like Valorant men. I like pretty much everything about Valorant. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the rankings today, and let's see where we rank. I would love to see what you guys think of the rankings. Obviously, we're not going to agree on some things, and you know what? That's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to keep this set and standard across the board. So we have Raw. Next question. I think we all know what that means. That's S. That's top tier. That is yes. Let's go for it. Then we have Smash. That means, you know what? Yeah, we'll Smash. You're not my top pick. Like, it's not like bowing down on my knees, but you know, I still like you. We have not my first pick, but those are for the people I'm a little bit of a maybe on, but not maybe if I was drunk, just maybe, like, you know, like I wouldn't turn you down kind of thing. Then we have maybe if I was drunk, and then that's maybe if I was drunk. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. That one's the main maybe. Then we have pass, you know, just a no for me. And then we have Ayo what the the Ayo what the is a highly loved category, especially in my last video. A lot of people did not like where I placed Hulk in the Ayo what the I'm actually genuinely surprised so many people offended for Hulk. So, yeah, I don't think too many on this list are going in the Ayo what the because Valorant agents are pretty much your set and standard normal people with some special powers, but, you know, it is what it is. But alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this list. The list will be linked down below if you guys would like to compare it with me. I'm still learning this tier maker stuff. I'm still learning this tier maker stuff, so sorry if the linking stuff's weird. I'm figuring it out. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off with the first agent on the list for me, which is Harbor. So Harbor, I absolutely loved Harbor when Harbor came in. The reason why I really liked Harbor is because I used to main Viper, and if you know anything about Viper, it's walls for days, and so I really like the idea of Harbor, especially with the shield, and how you can block everything with his orb. I thought it was a really good touch. However, he's got a very unique personality. Very nice body, but a very unique personality. He's a little too intense to me. I still really like him, but for Harbor, I'm gonna put him in a maybe. He might move later on, but we're sticking with maybe right now.
To be honest,
Next person is Chamber. Yes, we really like Chamber around here. I love his accent. I think everything about him is great. He's a little too much of a, of Chamber. Does that make sense? Probably not. I don't know. His personality's a little ugh for me. I like him. I think he's great. He's definitely, you know, he's definitely not my first pick. But, you know, it's a hit or miss. Some days I hate Chamber, and some days I really like Chamber. You know what? Just nerf him and we'll be good. ISO. I really like ISO. I honestly, there's not really any Valorant agents I don't like. You're going to be hearing me say I really like a lot. But ISO's great. We like ISO. However, ISO's ult, I do not like. I am not the best aim. I really heavily use my abilities, and that's why I can't really get past Silver 1. Just kidding, I can't even get out of Bronze 3. I literally was 2 points away from being able to hit Silver 1, and then the season ended. So, The highest I made it is bronze 3. I'm not proud. I'm not a great Valorant player. You guys seen the videos that I made of Valorant. Me and my friends are literally the furthest thing from being pro Valorant players, but I still like ISO though. But yeah, his utility sucks. Him as a person, I don't really know too much about ISO. I haven't played Valorant since December, and it is currently April. Marvel Rivals has taken the passing free time that I have nowadays, besides, you know, like editing and doing stuff like that. But I'm gonna put ISO in wow, that's a hard one. I'm putting ISO in a smash. However, guys, do keep in mind, these are not everyone's final placements. I think everyone gets disappointed real fast when they see where their person's at, but like they get moved. They get moved. All right, going on to Phoenix. Honestly, I don't even have to think too hard on this one. I really like Phoenix. I love his personality. I like any kind of character that has firepower. I'm always gonna be a sucker for. Phoenix was actually my first agent that I got used to because you have free agents, so I really got adjusted to Phoenix very fast, and then eventually I moved on to Viper, and then after a while I kind of ended up maining Raze, and then I kind of went back to Viper, and then I was on and off of Raze and Viper, and then sometimes KO and KJ, but whatever. Besides the points, I really like him. Phoenix is great. But yeah, no, I don't know if he's gonna move. I really don't know who I'm gonna put in Raw next question, to be honest. I really like all the agents equally, which I think is holding me back from putting them in the Raw next question because I like a lot of the agents. So right now they're just sitting in a smash. Some of these agents might get moved around to the Raw next question. I really think looking at the list right here, it's so hard to pick that they're being chilling up there for now. KO. Honestly, I like KO. I think he's great, but KO's a robot. And, we like to focus on the assets here, but KO's naked when he plays. We see the assets. There ain't a lot going on there. Personality, he's not real. So I actually thought really hard on this, and, you know, KO is in the AO, what the fuck. However, I think he's the only one that's gonna be going in the AO, what the fuck, and the only reason he's in the AO, what the fuck, is because he's a robot. So I thought really hard on this. Oops. Come on. There we go. I thought really hard on this. I didn't want to disappoint everyone right off the bat by naming it KO what the fuck, but I think KO what the fuck kind of works. So we're leaving that there. Next one, Cypher. I like Cypher. I don't know how Cypher looks. His personality is kind of creepy. He does have one voice line where he's like, I have pictures of your children. Yeah, he's very dark. I really like his utility. I like his kiss. I like everything about him, but he's a very unique fellow. I'm gonna put him in the pass. I feel like I don't need to explain that one genuinely, just because like the pictures of the children, he's a sneaky guy. We get it. I get it. But, just a little too intense. Yeah, this is way too intense right there.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Next up, we have Yoru. I like Yoru. Yoru's got a very big ego, though. I'm thinking about putting him in not my first pick, and the reason why I want to put him in there is just because he's got way too much of an ego. I like his abilities. I think he's a really fun agent. I love flashing people. I like the body doubles. That's great. But, yeah, it's just his personality. Honestly, his personality is... I hate Yoru's personality. Yoru's just a very intense guy, but not intense like Cypher intense. It's full of himself intense. Like, dude's got way too much going on there, and he's way too overambitious. Next up, Sova. Genuinely, Sova is one of those agents I don't think much about. He's a free agent. His utility is pretty good, and he's really annoying when you're going against a good Sova. But he kind of reminds me of like an innocent little puppy. He's not, but he is. And so I don't know how to feel about him. I don't know how I feel about him. I'm gonna honestly, he's not in a pass, but Sova's definitely in a maybe if I was drunk, and it's just, he seems like a very good boy to me.
That's suspicious.
He's not, but he is. Especially compared to some of these other guys. Yeah, we're gonna leave him there. We're gonna leave him there for, who knows? He may or may not get moved, but for right now, he's going there.
Off your feet!
Brimstone. Brimstone, honestly, on top of the age and him being so anal, I'm just gonna immediately put him in pass. I think he's cool. He's like the cool uncle. Everyone likes the cool uncle, but nobody wants their uncle touching them. So yeah, we're gonna leave him there. You guys are gonna be really spicy about that. I feel like people are really gonna be advocating for Brimstone right there. Yeah, so Omen, yeah, once again, like Cypher, we don't really know how he looks. He's got a very dark personality. Honestly, he has reasonings though. Obviously, he used to not be the way he is. There's some messy stuff that happened. I really don't know how I feel about him. He's definitely gonna be a pass. For multiple reasons. He's very dark, but not dark like Cypher, dark in a different way. Other than that though, don't really know too much about him. I know he likes to knit, so he's got some kind of like unique hobbies, but yeah, I don't know too much about him to say, to be honest. Even if it was based off of personality, his personality is just like darkness. So yeah, we're leaving him there. Gecko, honestly, I don't know how old Gecko is. We're gonna say Gecko's 18. Let me look that up before I make, hold on. If Gecko's a child, we're gonna have some issues. All right, we're good. He's in the safe, guys. He is in the safe. All right, Gecko, we like Gecko. I like Gecko's personality. I absolutely hate that Riot tried to be really cringy by adding in like hip new slang, and yeah, they tried to make him a little too new age slang.
Yo, Viper, are we really safe breathing that in? I low-key have asthma.
Other than that though, he's great. I like his personality. He's just a happy little guy. Honestly, genuinely, he's a smash, 100%. Yeah, he's great. I like him. I like his little guys. We like a man that likes animals, right? Right, ladies? Right, gentlemen? We like a man that likes animals. Let's reinstate that. All right, last but not least, Tahoe. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know that he's a newer agent. He's Colombian. He's great. I genuinely don't know nothing about him, and the reason why is because right as Marvel Rivals came out, which was in December, I think. Time really flies. He came out right around that time too, and I stopped playing Valorant whenever Marvel Rivals came out. Am I gonna go back to Valorant? Yeah, of course I'm gonna go back to Valorant. I have thousands of hours. No, I have about 700, 800 hours. Let me stop fucking around with you guys. I have a hefty amount of hours in it though. For me, at least 700 hours in like one game's a heavy amount, and I definitely have well over 700 because I have multiple accounts. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Valorant. I just haven't played it since Marvel Rivals came out. If I am gonna play a first-person shooter at this point, I kinda go back to Marvel Rivals. I don't even think Marvel Rivals is considered a first-person shooter. I don't know, but anyways, you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know much about his utility. I don't know much about his age. I really don't know what all he's got going on, but he gives off like a snazzy guy. But I don't know him, but I don't want to put him on a pass, right? Like, he seems too cool for that. I'm gonna put him in not my first pick. Genuinely, we have a very balanced line here, huh? Wow. Okay, so that's all the guys. We're gonna do some moving around, though. Yeah, I honestly thought there was gonna be more guys. I know all the guys, and I knew there wasn't gonna be that many, but, like, I don't know. Let's move some of this around, though. I definitely think, honestly, let's just... These are not in any particular order. They might as well just be in the raw next question. I don't know about Gecko. We like my boy, but, like... I'm gonna put him there. He's going there. However, I'm gonna move... No. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna move Harbor up. Harbor's gonna go there. I feel like dude knows what he's doing when it comes to certain things. He seems pretty great. Yeah, I don't really need to explain that. Chamber's definitely staying there. Yoru, he's overly ambitious. Honestly, I can't with Yoru's personality. I genuinely cannot. We're moving Sova. He's not my first pick. I thought maybe if I was drunk, but honestly, when I compare him to some other people, I'm like, you know what? He's actually more of a first pick than some of these other people. Which, speaking of that, yeah, Yoru's going in there. I just hate Yoru's personality. Yeah, I just really do not like yours person. A lot of people are gonna be upset about that. A lot of people.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
A lot of people like really got upset at Captain America's rating last video, which is wild to me. I had no idea people were gonna be upset. And Adam Warlock, people did not, TikTok specifically did not like that I placed Adam Warlock where he was at. But yeah, I'm gonna put Tahoe right here, and maybe if I was drunk. And the only reason I'm putting him there is based off of looks. He's in maybe if I was drunk. And the little bit I've seen of his personality, I don't really know enough about him. He's definitely not a pass. Like, compared to, like, the 3 in the pass, he's definitely not, like, a solid pass. I feel bad for Gecko being alone up there, though. I kind of want to... Honestly, he's not too bad. He's really not that bad. I'm gaslighting myself right now with some of these rankings, guys. I swear. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my my final list. Yeah, I think we have some winners, guys. But yeah, we're gonna stick with that. I think that works. But alright guys, if you've not been enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. Let me know who I should smash your pass next. Obviously, these Renn ranks are really whatever I want them to be. They're not just smash your passes. But I want to make good videos for you. I actually recorded a few smash your passes and a few rankings already. One was a favorite Zelda game video, and then the other one was Smash Bros. Smasher passes. However, I just didn't like the way they turned out, and I'm not gonna just toss poor quality stuff that I don't like or didn't find good enough for you guys out there. Like, I'm not desperate for content. I have years upon years upon years of gaming content recorded, so it's really not a make or break for me to not release those videos. I think I'm gonna delete them. And maybe re-edit them or redo them later on down the line. But, yeah, I want to do more of these Renn ranks. I'm just a little low on ideas. I did not expect the series to be as popular as what it was. But yeah, throw down some suggestions down there. I would really like to hear what your opinion is on this list right here. Me looking over to see the list. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think on the list. Let me know who you would smash, who you would pass, who are you, what's going on. And just, yeah, let me know. We can do snacks, we can do movies, video games. It really does not matter to me. I actually am thinking about doing a Devil May Cry one soon. We also might do a Nier Automata. I really like Nier, but I think we might do a Nier game ranking, just in general, because, you know, there's only a limited amount of characters in Nier Automata that are important. But, yeah, I'm figuring out some ideas. So, yeah, if you guys end up enjoying, like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next Renn ranks or either funny gaming videos. You know, I have those too. Check out the rest of my channel. But anyways, I'll see you guys later.